July 22nd, 2015 was just like any other day. The night before, Travis and I had a movie night. We sat on the couch and watched a movie marathon and ate pizza, and the next morning we got up and got ready to go to work. And as Travis would go out to the car and get stuff ready for his day and come back in, I'd go in and give him another hug, and grateful that I had another chance to tell him I loved him. He went to work and I went to work, and on my way home, that's when we usually talk to each other. I'd call on my way home, and that was our uninterrupted time to visit, and he didn't answer. So I went home and ran a few errands and called again and still didn't answer, and I thought maybe he was just in an area where he didn't receive phone reception, and I didn't think a whole lot about it, and went for a walk, got home, and he still wasn't answering. And that was about the time it got dark. That's when I started to worry, and couldn't find him. As the night went on, about 11 o'clock that night, I got a knock on the door from a DPS trooper, and as soon as I saw him, I knew that it wasn't good. And that's when my day changed. That's when my world turned upside down. We went from having the life I'd always wanted, 2 beautiful children, a wonderful husband, wonderful family, and all of a sudden, in the blink of an eye, it was gone. So I had 2 children that I had to tell that Travis was gone. And that was the hardest thing I've ever done. You go from being a partner and being a co-parent to learning how to parent on your own. And I didn't know how to handle it. I didn't know what to do. That's not something that we're ever taught. After the accident, we signed up for counseling with a wonderful counseling program in the area, and we tried to share moments about Travis. We tried to continue to talk about him as though he was still here, and to talk about the good memories and to share those things. Morgan had always been a daddy's girl. They had interests that were so similar. Their personalities were similar, their interests were similar. They loved volleyball, and that was their connection. For years, my oldest daughter Alex had been a part of Hermann Sons Youth Camp. She had attended as a child. She had been a counselor in training and a counselor, and even did her internship at Hermann Sons. In fact, that's where she was the summer that Travis died. The week of the accident was actually the first time that Morgan had been away from home. She had gone to the river with family friends the day before, and we were nervous about her being away. I think it was a blessing and a curse at the same time. One, that she wasn't here when I found out, but also I worried that because she'd been away when it happened, that she'd be afraid to go away again. And so camp was the first time that she had actually been away from home since the accident, and been away from me. I didn't know what to expect, and I saw her change, and I saw her open up, and I saw her kind of understanding the feelings that she was going through, and the things she was going through, and the feelings she was having. And it gave her permission to grieve, and it gave her permission to explore that in a way that I wasn't able to. And counseling is great, but it's a very short session, and it's spread out. And I think being in a situation where you can spend a few days with people that are going through the same thing, that understand what you're going through, that you can share stories with, and you can share those experiences with, is a one-of-a-kind opportunity. Teaching Morgan the skills to cope, teaching her how to grieve, teaching her that it's okay to grieve, and that this is part of the life experience. And unfortunately, it's something that we're going to experience many times throughout our lives. We're going to lose people that we love. We're going to lose people that are important to us. And we need to learn those skills, and we need to learn how to handle that and how to move forward, and that it's okay to be happy again, that it's okay to grieve and be sad, but that it's okay to create a life. And so I am so grateful for the opportunity for her to learn those skills and to experience that. I just can't thank Hermann Sons enough for all they've done for us.